Hi everyone, this is Robbie here from the Web Shack. Today I'm going to show you how to navigate and use the header section of theme settings. I'll show you examples as I go. So first I'm going to click on the header, the actual top header section, and this is where you can upload your logos. So the nice thing about this e-commerce builder is that um, it uses percent based on the logo, so it doesn't matter the size of the logo. It'll resize because the website's responsive. But now, um, in this case, I would you need a decent size logo, so it doesn't look all fuzzy. Or what I suggest is using an SVG file, which is basically a vector-based file that you can have. It can be any size and always look good. But also you can still do a PNG or a JPEG or something. Just make it a decent size. So let me just upload a general logo quick, so we can just for an example. Okay, so I'm just going to use this. Okay, it looks quite small there. Um, it might not even be good quality, but put it on anyway. Okay, so now once I've added those, um, this is basically the percent, the percent of how big the logo you want. So for example, if I go back here, there's the logo. Okay, so go up a bit. There's the logo. So this is basically taking up 20% of the top menu over here. So and I'll always do that on mobile and all devices, which is nice. So it keeps it at 20%. So you can change that if you want the logo bigger. Do you want to take 30% of the nav bar? You can pull that and so on. Okay. This is nice as well. This is the maximum width. So this is basically saying um, no matter what, please don't go over 200 pixels or whatever you want it to be. Because the reason why is because sometimes on a bigger screen or something like that, or maybe you got a smaller logo, you don't want it to be at 20%. If the screen is so massive, then the logo at 20% will be too big. So that's where you'll change that, which is quite nice. That's to keep the size at the value that you want it to be. Okay. So now let's before I save, and we'll save at the end, and then we'll go through it at the end. We'll go see what we've done at the end. Okay, so now I'm moving to top bar. Okay, so let's go to top bar. Okay, so under top bar, this is basically, if I look over here, I made it yellow. I know it looks ugly, but just so you guys can see it, that's basically a top bar. So you have a top bar and then you have the nav bar. Okay, so um, they're two different things. So this is quite nice because some people like having like the number up there and like their account and blog and so on. So that's quite nice. So let me just show you how it's done. So you can either switch it on or off. So some people don't like it, so you can switch it off. Over here you've got the text color. So if this bar is light, if this bar is dark, which I'm going to make it dark, so I would choose light because I want light text. Or if this is light, then that must be dark, so you can have dark text on light. Okay, so just choose the option there. We've put some code in here that makes that just so you guys can have that, and if you're more technical, you can add some more here if you like. But this is quite nice for your number and stuff. Okay, and over here you can update the colors and so on. So in this case, I want the text to be light, so I'm going to make this dark. You can also have a top bar image if you wanted to. You could upload it here, and then um, okay, yeah. So let's just see. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we got the top bar, and it's dark and it's light there, so that's perfect. This here is the height of it. So if I go in desktop mode, this is how high do you want this to be? Don't make it too high because you don't want the bars at the top of the page to be so massive. And then this is the height of the mobile height for the top bar mobile height. Okay, so that's over here. Okay, and then yeah, that's basically the top bar. That's quite nice, so you can have it or not. Okay, let's go into header. Okay, so this is the main header. So this is this part here. At the moment, it's sitting on this layout, the middle one. It's on full width, yes or no. So I mean, full. If you switch off full width, it'll just make the menu smaller. Leave it on full width. It's quite nice. It's like it ends on the end there and there, and it's very modern. Sticky header on or off. So that's basically saying when I scroll down, do I want this navigation to follow me? I recommend it because it's really it's a huge user experience tool, and really helps people keep in the right place and know where they are on the website the whole time. Okay, so that's sticky menu. Now this is all the different layouts is quite nice. So you can say you want the logo in the middle or on the side with a nice header, or you want it like this with the nav on the left. But I mean, it's quite nice. You can be quite custom with this, so you can choose your layout there. Um, Okay, so these two I'm just going to leave out. You don't have to worry about those. You can read them, but they're more advanced. Okay, um, over here this is the header height. Okay, so this is how big you want this to be over here. Okay, so actually, while I'm there, go down. Okay, yeah. So that's the header height. How big do you want this to be from there to there? Okay, and then sticky header height, how big do you, so that's the normal header height. And when I scroll down a bit, how high do you want this to be here for the sticky? That's that one. And generally they could be the same size, but it's quite nice when you take it down a little bit. So when I go from here, it shrinks a little bit there. Well, I made this transparent, so so we'll get to that now. And then the mobile header. So don't make that too big because that's gonna, like that sticks with you on the mobile. So that's where you change the height there. Okay, so now let's go to this tab, shopping cart widget. Um, okay, so under shopping cart widgets, you can go. Okay, this is basically this section here. Okay, so basically, let's start from the beginning. So, do I want the sidebar to be drop down or hidden sidebar? So let's just go through this because obviously I've got to explain it. So let's say I wanted my shopping cart position to be drop down. Okay, so I'll say let me save that as drop down. Okay, so now if I go here, okay, let me just refresh the page. Okay, so now that I've refreshed the page, if I click here, yeah, if I click on my cart now, it has a drop down like that. Okay, which is quite nice. Sorry, I just clicked on it. Okay, so if I let's go back to the home page. Okay. Okay, so now if I scroll over, it has a nice little drop down. Okay, so now let's say I want my cart to come up as a hidden sidebar. I'll choose that. Save. Okay. Now let me refresh. Okay, perfect. So now when I click on here, it has a nice sidebar. So those are the two options. Okay, or you can have nothing, but I wouldn't suggest that. That's just the cart then. Okay, then over here, this is all the different ways you want the cart to look. So that's how the cart looks now. But now let's go to like option one. Okay, just before I get there, alternative shopping cart icon on means that the icon will always be that one. Okay, so I don't know why we have that function, but to switch it off. Okay, then so now I want design option one. So let's try that. Okay, so I'm just refreshing. Okay, there we go. You see, it's changed to like a normal little cart. So I mean, play around with these different options, or you can just take it off. But yeah, you want a cart. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now next tab is appearance. So this is the appearance of the header. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is at the moment, the header, just the top header here is transparent. You can see here the colors on transparent. I'm actually going to not make it transparent. Let me just make it like darker. So to make it transparent, you pull it down there, or and you pull it up to, so you can even make it semi-transparent, which is quite nice as well. So I'm just going to make it a full color. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make it white. Okay, and I'm going to make the at the top here, this is the you want light text or dark text. I want dark text because I want a dark text to be on a white background. And then here's if you want a header border. Okay, so I'm gonna make border here, and let's make it a black, which would be a nice border at the bottom. Okay, so this is just this is just if you want icons or oh, sorry. This is if you want normal line icons or font awesome icons. So generally the line icons work fine, but you know you don't have to worry about that. That's just something more technical. Okay, so now I've got that. But before I save that, let's just go to the next tab, and then we'll take a look at what we did with that header. Okay, menu. Okay, so this is basically where the menu sits. So um, so at the moment the menu is sitting to the left, and then I can also change it to set in the center. In this case, I wouldn't because it'll take over the logo, or right. So that just depends on what header layout you've chosen. Okay, so remember the header layouts had all these nice different layouts. Okay, then the mobile menu as well. You can choose which side it's on. So that's that menu. So let me just go into mobile mode. If I'm in mobile mode, there you see the menus on the right there. I can even have it. I can have it on the left if I wanted to. So you can choose which side you want it on. Okay, so left or right. Okay, so that's great. That's how you do the menu. My account links. Okay, so my account links is basically if I go here, that's this here. Okay, so this little dude here. Okay, so now do I want to show it in the header or not? Yes, I do. So it's on. So I can switch it off or not. A login form and sidebar. So I'll show you that now. So at the moment I'm gonna switch it on or off, but I'll show you what that is. Okay, how do I want this to look? At the moment it's sitting on icon, and icon is that little man there. Okay, but I actually like text. Okay, I'll show you what that does now. Okay, and then with username. So when someone's logged in, okay, sorry, it won't show up now, but with username, if I switch that on, okay, sorry, it was on, it was off. Okay, so I'm gonna switch that on. I'll show you what that does now. Okay, so all of those are on, and let me just save and let me show you what's happened. Okay, so I'm just saving. Okay, so now, okay, so now I've saved it, so that's great. Let's see what we've done now. Okay, so show in header. Yeah, okay, obviously that's on. Um, oh, I made the bar white. Okay, so I show in header. There's the so let me just go through it. So the username. So when I'm logged in, the username comes up. So if I switch that off, this username will go away. And now it's quite nice because I don't have that icon anymore, the little man. So if I change this style to icon, it won't have log out and so on. It'll just have the little man there. Okay. And then login form in sidebar. Okay. So that's if I'm logged out. So let me open it in another tab. If I'm logged out, then I can actually click on this little guy and then all the text, and then it brings up the sidebar, which is quite nice. So you can log in there. So that's basically what that is. So let me just refresh it and see if this guy changes. Okay, there we go. See, so now I've got my, oh, there's white now. I just didn't refresh the page. Okay, so there's my login and register instead of an icon, little man. So if I click there, it brings up a nice sign up. Okay, so that's this option here. Sorry, icon, yeah, sidebar. Okay, so this is quite nice. Okay, then let's go under other, last one. This section over here is basically if I want categories on certain pages. It's quite advanced this, but like we'll show this to you in another video. But this section, let's just leave for now. Search widget. So this is now how if I go in here, this is how this looks. So at the moment it's a little magnifying glass. And how do I want the magnifying glass to work? So I want it to be a drop down or full screen. So let me just show you quick. So if I have it on drop down, it looks like this. If I click here, it has a little drop down like that. If I choose full screen, okay, this is I'll save it now, but search icon on mobile. So that's if I want the icon to be there. So I would really want that. Search above the mobile menu, on or not. And then search Ajax. You must always have that on because I'll show you now. Okay. And this is the value. How many results do you want to come up once you've searched? Okay. So that's great. So now we've gone through all the menus. So that's basically everything to do with the header. Let me just save it and just see. Let's take a look at what we've done. Okay. So just while that's going, I want to show you guys quickly that I've updated the magnifying glass, the search. Okay, before it was drop down, and now it's a full screen, which is quite nice. So we had drop down and full screen, and basically how it works is it's amazing search. It's dynamic, so all I have to do is start typing, and we'll start searching without me even pushing enter. So just wait, just busy looking through the database. There we go. So now I've got all t-shirts. So now it's quite an awesome thing. So I don't have to push enter. Don't have to go to another page. It just brings it up automatically. So it's a really nice user experience, especially for all your users searching through your products. Okay. Okay, so that's great. So that's done. And then so this bar I made white, but it shouldn't have been white. So we've done a few things. We may put it in the middle. This shouldn't be dark. You see it's a little bit transparent. And then so that's basically how to use the header um, menu under theme settings. Thanks very much for watching.